People may not know who the mayor of New York is, but Zohran Mamdani has grabbed attention after becoming a mayoral candidate. He defeated former Democratic candidate Andrew Cuomo in the primary race. Mamdani, an Indian origin, Uganda-born Muslim, gained attention by calling for Netanyahu's arrest, proposing rent control, and suggesting government-run grocery stores in New York. He openly criticizes Trump and now stands a chance to become mayor in November. New York's politics influence the entire country. The Republican MAGA base is furious, demanding his removal and deportation. Even Mamdani's own party is uneasy, fearing he might be seen as too radical. In India, we usually take pride in Indian origin American CEOs, astronauts, and scientists. But with Mamdani, many are distancing themselves. India claims he is not one of ours. He is the son of renowned filmmaker Mira Nair. Is Mamdani really so controversial that Trump had to interrupt his Nobel Peace Prize campaign to insult him? On Truth Social, Trump called him a 100% communist lunatic with a bad voice and terrible looks. Ironic coming from Trump. Other posts were even more aggressive. Many fear that if Mamdani becomes mayor, it will lead to America's downfall. Claims are being made that New York will fall under Sharia law, businesses will flee, and the Statue of Liberty will wear a burqa. That fear faded when images of Mrs. Mamdani surfaced. Even Bhakt Banerjee, initially critical of Mamdani, joked about meeting his wife, suggesting Mamdani might not be so bad after all. On a serious note, Mamdani has taken bold political risks. He challenges the liberal elite that hoards wealth and demands tax breaks. He supports increased taxation. He is unapologetically Muslim and has not toned down his identity, even in a country where Islamophobia is rising. In New York City, where the Jewish community is influential, he spoke in support of Gaza and called for Netanyahu's arrest, highly risky for any U.S. politician. Indian Americans are also critical of him, particularly because of his comments about Narendra Modi during Modi's tenure as Gujarat CM. He once said he would never meet Modi, costing him support from Indian circles. Despite this backlash, Mamdani has carved out his own space in New York politics. Even if he loses in November, it would be a significant learning moment for progressives. It shows that when your stance is firm and your intentions are clear, and you have a vision, you can make an impact. His success is due to fresh energy, strong groundwork, relatability, and effective use of social media. Editor. He's even speaking Bengali. I want to vote for him. That's impressive. But Mamdani's biggest lesson to the Democratic Party is that simply criticizing Trump is not enough. You need to understand people's problems and offer them real alternatives. This has been the main failure of liberal politics. Remember, Mamdani is making waves in New York, a city where Kamala Harris was recently defeated by a large margin. People are moving away from party politics. They just want strong, capable leaders. Mamdani's proposals have raised eyebrows. His ideas, like state-run grocery stores, are being called unrealistic and socialist. But are public grocery stores such a bad idea? In India, ration shops have existed for decades. America is calling this socialism. Yet India's BJP government is running the world's largest food distribution program, providing free ration to 800 million people at a cost of 11.8 lakh crore rupees. Maybe Mamdani took inspiration from India and Modi. Is free public transport a bad idea? In Europe, it's been around for decades. In India, women are now getting free bus rides. Maybe Mamdani is trying to replicate New Delhi's model in New York. He is asking the wealthy to pay fair taxes and not exploit loopholes. Will that really ruin America? The question is, can he actually implement these challenging policies like rent freezes? Rent is skyrocketing in New York. Mamdani suggests freezing rent and encouraging new construction. These are logical ideas, but execution will be tough. Landlords are already organizing against him. Mamdani wants to address deep-rooted injustices. He questions if politicians will serve public interests or follow money and lobbying from powerful groups, especially pro-Israel lobbies. This makes other politicians nervous. With rising inequality, unaffordable health care, expensive education, stagnant minimum wages, and lack of workers' rights, Mamdani is speaking directly to the people. It seems like he is really spending time with New Yorkers, not from a penthouse, but from the ground level, listening to them. That is why many are beginning to trust him. But vision is not enough. Communicating that vision matters, and it requires more than just shaking hands, especially when the media, opponents, and powerful interests are targeting you. Mamdani faced intense opposition. Even major outlets like the New York Times tried to discredit him, but he persisted. Thanks to hard work and clear messaging, Cuomo had wealth, a big name, and media backing. Mamdani had social media. Zohran's posts are high quality, almost cinematic. This teaches politicians how powerful social media can be. His mother, Mira Nair, is a celebrated filmmaker with classics like Salam Bombay, Monsoon Wedding, and The Namesake. That influence is visible in his content's slick editing, warm tones, soft filters, and pop culture elements. One post said, "I have buildings, bank balance, car. What do you have?" The reply, "You." They raised $8 million and knocked on over 600,000 doors. Mamdani is close to becoming New York's first South Asian mayor. He even uses reels to explain complex policies like ranked voting in a simple way. Have you ever voted? Yes. Have you ever ranked someone? What? It is said that everything is fair in love and war. To increase appeal, Mamdani even teamed up with influencers like Hot Girls for Mamdani, editor. This guy understands Instagram algorithms. We should also make such t-shirts. Politicians should not always be so serious. Mamdani made fun of himself. One of his videos has over 3 million views. If you want to bypass mainstream media, you must master digital media, and Mamdani did, with grassroots volunteers, actionable vision, and digital strategy. He created a new playbook. Organized people can defeat organized money. But he has not won yet. The movie is still going. This small victory has made powerful people angry. Even Fox News anchors are furious, acting like Mamdani broke their hearts. But now, the US establishment may target him even harder. His Muslim identity is constantly brought up. Some claim another 9/11s will happen if he becomes mayor. If he breaks the stereotype and gains mainstream acceptance, his policies may make many uncomfortable. That is why the Democratic leadership is unsure about him. This is not how they usually operate. This might be his weakness or his greatest strength. American voters are frustrated with Democratic hypocrisy. Biden's dishonesty and Kamala Harris's inconsistency have pushed many to either support Trump or disengage. At least Trump says what he thinks. Maybe the Democratic Party needs someone honest, bold, and progressive who will not compromise. We will see in November whether New York wants such a candidate. But where is India's Zohran Mamdani, a bold, progressive Muslim leader who can lead and challenge stereotypes in India? Such voices are in jail. US politics is flawed but still inclusive. We cannot say the same. How will progressive politics emerge then? Mamdani gives hope to young leaders worldwide. You do not need to be wealthy or famous. You need to understand people, communicate well, and master social media. That is how political change can happen.